Hi Leo, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at all things love. So checking in, seeing what's going on for you. Okay, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. It really does help out the channel. Being such a small channel, every single one of you really does make, mean the world to me. So thank you. This week we are I've got the Mystic Red Rose Love Oracle. I do have two Lenormand decks this week. So we've got the Modern Lenormand as well as the Reynos do Fogo, the Fire Queens deck. I'm also using the Love Message Oracle. Okay, Leo, getting on into it for you. Leo, what's going on for Leo with love? Themes of love for our Leos. General messages and theme of love going on for love and romance for Leo, please. I'm gonna work out my words sometimes, guys. I'm picking up two completely different energies straight away. Can I just get one more card for that first energy, please? One more card for that first energy, please. Oh, wow. Okay. So, Leo. Pardon me. You have been doing some work, yeah, when it comes to love. The first energy we have here came through immediately with love. Unconditional love, self-love and wholeness, affection and attraction and selflessness. So I'm kind of picking up here, Leo, that the main energy for you, the main theme for you when it comes to love at the moment is within you yourself. Because, this other energy that has come through is a past energy, all right? But you are trying to focus on working on yourself and healing yourself and loving yourself. We have the camera came through with that one as well. Reminiscing, making memories, learning from the past, and perception. All right, so that came through for Aries as well, I believe. But it's about learning from the past and learning what you truly desire when it comes to love, learning how to love yourself a little bit more. Looking back at the past and going, didn't like that, don't want that. That was okay. That was a good positive thing about love that I might take forward in the future, learning the lessons, like looking back and learning, especially with the perception here too. We do see the idea of looking through the lens of somebody else's eyes, like seeing things from other people's perceptions of what has happened in the past here. So, even if they're, because I'm kind of feeling here, Leo, that for a lot of you, the past person was the one that effed things up or was the one, in the wrong. And I'm kind of there's just this energy here of you've been wondering, like, how did they not know that they were doing this to me? Or how did they think that that was okay to treat me like that? And now you're kind of, looking at things more objectively, where you're, looking at things through their point of view, and you're starting to actually understand how they thought that they were just doing the best thing for themselves. It just resulted in hurting you. But there's just an element of that coming through here where, you are starting to, it's not that you forgive or accept that they've done the right thing or the wrong thing. It's like your opinion of what happened hasn't changed, but you're just a little bit more able to understand how it got to that point, or how they managed to convince themselves that that was right for them. But it doesn't change the fact that they hurt you, and it wasn't the right words or behavior for the situation, and or whatever it was for you personally here, Leo. Doesn't change the fact that bad things happen, but sometimes when we understand where those bad things come from, it just gives us a deeper level of understanding, and we can learn just a little bit more about the situation as a whole by looking at things a little bit more objectively. The next energy we have here, we have the sunglasses energy. Watching, looking, perception, and stalking. So we do once again have that word perception coming through in this person's energy here as well. We also have the runner. Fear of intimacy, running away, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. So there may have been a little bit of a chaser and runner dynamic here, but as soon as things got too real, someone sort of run away from it. As soon as people realize that they need to grow and evolve and change and do better, sometimes they run away. Sometimes running away is easier than dealing with our problems and facing those things head on, and resolving conflicts and those sorts of things. I'm not really feeling the sunglasses thing as a current energy. It does feel as though this is something that you've had to deal with this past person, that you've had to deal with. Someone's had a fear of intimacy. There was a strong intensity here, but a lot of turmoil as well. You may have actually had to deal with, somebody keeping tabs on you, or even stalking you in the past here, or you have very heavily kept tabs on them as well. So, that could go both ways there, Leo. So, this is where we're really learning from the past, and, doing our shadow work, and working out, where could we go better in the future? Where do we need to grow and heal? So I kind of want to just, we're recognizing that, yes, we've had some ish in the past here, but I don't really want to delve into that energy too much either. But with the sunglasses and the camera both coming through on both sides here, I do just want to say that, that perception, once again, because, someone here with the sunglasses, you could be looking through like rose tinted glasses when it comes to, when you were with this person in the past, you maybe were looking through your little rose tinted glasses. It's perception, okay? And you're starting to understand the way that things have been perceived by you and toward you as well. So it's just part of your learning, part of your lessons, unfortunately, here. All right, you're just looking through different lenses, looking through different pairs of glasses, trying on somebody else's glasses and seeing how they fit. But we'll have a look here. We want to focus on the unconditional love, the self-love and the wholeness, the learning, making new memories in positivity, clarifying the positive energy for love for our Leos, please. Yeah, the way that you're moving towards yourself is seeming to be very positive, because we do have the child coming through here. For some of you, there may have been an actual child involved, somehow in the situation, whether that's your actual child or otherwise. There may have been children involved here. But this is all about, recapturing that innocence when it comes to the idea of love, recapturing and looking after, nurturing your little inner child that just wants to be loved and looked after, and, all the sweetness and looking at love as though it's a positive thing. Not, I feel as though this past energy has made you think that love is a bad thing, Leo, and so it's definitely important to look after that little inner child of yours and make sure we're restarting, having a new beginning with the way that we're looking and perceiving love in general, because we do have the whip and the fox here. So for some of you, there is still a fair bit of, inner conflict. You've been punishing yourself. You've been self-sabotaging. Okay, so that's exactly why we're trying to heal that little inner child, so that we're not self-sabotaging, we're not punishing ourselves, and not telling ourselves that we don't deserve love, because we do, Leo. Especially here with this fox backing that up as well, which is basically telling us it's time to be a little bit more selfish. You're finding your independence again. It's like that child taking its first few steps, finding that sense of oneness within yourself and that independence, and using your logic and your intelligence to move forward in more positive ways for yourself, where you're very focused on looking out for you, numero uno. Okay, it can be a little bit selfish sometimes, but I feel like that's what you need right now, Leo, is to really just focus on you and what you want, what you desire. Don't need to worry about anyone else, obviously, unless we're taking an actual child into consideration here. But that's part of your little, den. If we've got a child, that's part of the whole. But it's being very wise and using that to your own advantage, where you're doing what needs to be done for you, and it's not surviving by punishing ourselves, or remaining in conflict with ourselves anymore, where we're making moves in a positive way. Even if we've got to be a little bit stealthy and sneaky about how we're making moves, that is the player card as well. So for some of you, you may just be just getting into a little bit of your fun player type of energy, because the child is very playful and fun as well. So you may actually just be just I feel like experiencing that for some of you. It may just be something that you're, wanting to experience in love, is just, being fresh and free, and, a bit of player energy there, and just, not tying yourself down to a specific situation or person. You're just enjoying life, and getting what you want out of life. Even if that's just that wham bam, thank you, ma'am, kind of cool, I got what I want, thanks so much, see you later. Which we'll have a look at that now as well, because we are moving on to the section where we're looking at intimacy, both emotional and physical intimacy. I've got to be a little bit careful with the YouTube stuff, with the sex word, but obviously that is covered with the physical intimacy stuff. Okay, Leo, what's going on for Leo with intimacy? Anything Leo needs to know in regards to intimacy, please? Some of you definitely, taking some chances when they're offered. I'm kind of feeling that, you're really embracing that player attitude right about now here. Even if you're not actually going through with it, you're embracing the attitude, the freedom of being yourself and being true to yourself, and going for what you want, not what not giving all of yourself to others, keeping you for you, and doing with that what you wanna, really. We do have the fish coming through first. So for quite a lot of you, you're not really focusing on intimacy at all. You're just focused on your money, which is totally fine as well. But that can talk about, lots of little fish in the sea, and you're sort of putting your little feelers out and seeing where you're getting any bites. You're casting lines out here and there, and, maybe there's a little nibble over here, see what happens, taking a bit of a chance. We do have the clover coming through here as well. So, you may be taking some chances, taking some risks when it comes to the physical intimacy stuff. I do want to add with that particular card coming through in the physical intimacy there, that, the way that it's coming through here, I do just want to say, don't take any risks that are putting your health at risk. Don't take those sorts of risks. Protection, because the fox is all about self-preservation. All right, so preserve health as well. Okay, especially if we've got lots of little fishies swimming around us, because that is abundance. It's a wealth of options available to you. So it's like there's a whole pond out there where there's plenty of fish in the sea, kind of energy, taking a chance to maybe see if I like that fish over here and if I like this fish over there. You do you, Leo. We do also see the snake energy coming through here. I know it does not look like the snake at all, but it is the snake energy. It does talk about temptations, desires, the carnal, physical stuff. Okay, so we do have two cards that talk about directly about intimacy in the Lenormand, one of which is the snake, and it does talk about the physical stuff, the passion and the desire and the physical. Quite often it does talk about just short term, hook that fish, throw it back in kind of stuff. Not going to lie. It's a lot of the time it's just those short little flings that wham bam, thank you man, I'm going to get what I want out of the situation, and then we're moving on. So there may be some just very physical connections that you're involving yourself with, and just taking a chance to sort of experience life. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, you do you. If that's not you, it's more about the mindset when it comes to intimacy as well, opening yourself up to your desires and what it is that you're actually wanting. Some of you're just sort of taking a chance to, I'll see what happens when it happens, but there's definitely some definitely strong potential for some little short flings, some physical stuff coming through for you here, Leo. All right, but we'll see if there's any specific messages coming through, whether that's specific people wanting to make themselves known to Leo, or just, general love messages for our Leos. I've already had one fly on out. I can't see what it is, but I'm reading the energy that it's a person. Leo, love messages for Leo. Where was that? Okay. The passion is too much. Somebody's having trouble holding back from you. So one of these little fishies is, I feel like they're going to jump on out of that water very soon. And Leo, over here. The desire, the passion for you here. There's somebody around you that wants a piece. Not gonna lie. This is you healing here. It hurts so much. Will this pain ever stop? So yes, it will, Leo. Yes, it will. And I feel like for some of you, this is why you're distracting yourself with the little physical stuff, because you know that there's still a little bit of pain that you're still healing from, that you need to love yourself and work through that on yourself here as well. I'm also seeing I can't promise you anything. So definitely seeing those little passionate flings being very temporary. They're not long-term things, Leo. So there's definitely more than one around you, though. But it's kind of both ways here. I feel like you can't promise anybody anything, long-term, emotional. And they're not really in a position to do that either. So it's kind of showing, it's all about passion and desire, temptation, having fun. It ultimately keeps coming back at me with the having fun, just enjoying life, finding love for yourself all over again, and just having fun and just enjoying the adventure as it comes. All right, but you're more than welcome to check out your other placements as well. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all again soon.